Welcome to solverfy.
Question 3.25. We want to use the component method to add vectors a and b as shown in figure P3.9. So that figure shows two vectors. I'll draw them here. One has length, they both have length 3, I guess. Vector b is straight up. Vector a is 30 degrees off the horizontal here, but also 3 meters. And that angle there, 30 degrees, is with respect to this horizontal axis. We'll call that theta. Theta equals 30 degrees. Okay, so the component method, well, let's write down the components of vector b. 0 in the x, 3 in the y, right? Let's do vector a. Okay, this one's maybe a little trickier. We need to make a triangle here, and we know the hypotenuse has length 3. So the x component is the hypotenuse times the cosine of theta. And the opposite, or the y component, is 3 times the sine of theta j hat. So let's just quickly go over that. So we'll call this bottom x, this one y, and the hypotenuse r, I guess. Here's theta. So where did I get cosine and sine from? Well, let's just look at cosine theta. Cosine theta is adjacent, so x over hypotenuse r. So in other words, x equals r cosine theta. If you do the same thing with sine, you get y equals r sine theta. So the x component, in this case, we use cosine. So it's the hypotenuse length, r, which is 3, times the cosine of theta. And then for the y component, it's the hypotenuse length times the sine of theta. Okay, very good. And let's see, are we adding them? Yeah. So a plus b is, well, what's the x? 3 cosine theta plus 0 I hat. And the y is 3 sine theta plus 3 j hat. So we simplify this down, we get 2.6 meters I hat plus 4.5 meters j hat. So 2.6 in the x and 4.5 in the j.